Welcome. Paid Social Media Jobs Review. A lot of people have been searching for paid social media jobs reviews. The site has attracted a lot of attention recently. With the current economic crisis that everyone has been going through, it wouldn't be the first time for you to see people looking for ways to make a little extra cash on the side. Doing social media tasks is kind of interesting for many people. Some ask, does paid social media jobs work? The thought of earning through one of the biggest pastimes on the internet is rather amusing. Getting paid for doing something fun is an interesting offer. The big question here is whether social media jobs are right for you. Another question that will come up one time or another is the issue of pay. If social media work does pay, the next question is whether it pays enough. The claim. At the heart of the question of whether paid social media jobs is a scam or not is the claims that the company makes. We all know the saying that if something sounds too good, then maybe it's just a little too good to be true. If the company can't set the right expectations for customers, then you can already imagine the number of people who will call the service a scam. So what are the claims of paid social media jobs? The first claim, of course, is that you will get paid for doing the same stuff you do on social media sites, like Facebook and Twitter. If you do a little digging, you'll find out that there are actual people who do get paid to do the stuff you normally do on these social media sites. That's pretty much the easiest part of the claims of the site. The next part of the claims is kind of unbelievable. For instance, can you imagine getting paid $1,000 a week making tweets, posting status messages, and commenting on videos? If that is realistic, then that little bit of the claim may be a bit true, but with a caveat of a bit of hard work behind it. What about getting hired in a social media outfit or gig in 3 days? That may happen, and that may not. With a tough economic crunch and high unemployment rates, that promise just sounds a bit unbelievable. It may be true for some, but it may not be true for others. What do you get actually? Like the many service companies out there, paid social media jobs will let you try their services for a minimal entry fee. You will get something that is less than $10 to begin with. You get to sample the training and info that they offer for that price. You are then given the option to go on your own or continue with the rest of their service. One downside you should know: if you are unsatisfied with the service, then you can request for a refund. The same is true if you continue with their service by paying a one-time fee. It is also refundable. The big downside here is that getting the refund isn't as easy as it seems. It will entail many phone calls, emails, and such just to get your refund. What is the bulk of their service? In a nutshell, the bulk of the service that you will get from paid social media jobs is information from their database of available jobs in the market. You will read from paid social media jobs reviews that the company fails to get you hired in 3 days. But the fact is that the first 3 days is basically just training. Customers are only given actual access to the job database after the 3 trading days are up. Unfortunately, in order to gain access to the much-coveted job database, customers will then be asked to pay for the one-time fee. You either use whatever training you have received and get hired as a social media worker, or take advantage of the database that points you to companies who are ready to accept employees. In the end, it's all up to you when it comes to which option you will take. What jobs are available? The next question is, what jobs are there that people will find? Are the rates for the jobs attractive enough to make you want to take it as a second job after your regular day job? Well, here are some rough claims made by the company. There are jobs that require social media workers to post Facebook comments, and they pay from $2 to $25 an hour. There are also jobs that will require you to comment on certain YouTube videos, mostly product demos and reviews as well, and you will be paid from $2 to $20 an hour. If you're into tweeting stuff, then why not make promotional tweets and get paid as much as $200 a day? Well, here is a little caveat that you should also come to know about. A lot of the jobs you'll find listed don't pay that much. You'll definitely see a lot of $2 an hour jobs listed. A good number of the okay-paying jobs, like the ones that pay $20 up to $200 a day jobs, will have a few extra skill requirements, which means you really have to pay more attention to training. Some of them will even look for people with relative experience in the field. Does paid social media jobs work? This is the rainmaker question that everyone should be asking. There are several factors mentioned here that you should consider. If all you need is access to training, work-related information, and training materials, then you're better off with just paying for the entry fee. Make full use of the free 3 days, and grab all the info you can keep. The next question is whether customers can find social media jobs on their own or not. Take note that the #1 source of job info is still referrals. More people get to know job openings by referrals than just researching them on a job info database. If you can't get referrals from friends or other people who have tried social media jobs, then you may have to pay to access the job database. The last factor or question has to do with pay. Many people don't think that social media jobs pay enough to make them leave their day jobs. Of course, you can't expect to get to that level overnight. Nevertheless, there are some people who were able to do that. Don't just leave your day job just yet. Social media jobs may be great as a second job or something that you can do on the side. Paid Social Media Jobs offers services that will get you equipped as a social media worker. All Paid Social Media Jobs reviews will point out the pros and cons of the site and their services. Thank you. Paid Social Media Jobs Review. You can see my exclusive bonus in the link below.